Day's book, okay? They're taking the political philosophy that Milo knows well and then broadening it out to suggest that it applies to everyone who wants to defend Western civilization. I want to defend Western civilization. I've spent my entire career defending Western civilization. I've spent my entire career defending the Declaration and the Constitution. My original break with Milo online actually came not over the Michelle Field stuff or the Trump stuff or any of that stuff. They deleted his account, so you should be able to look it up. But it came originally over Milo suggesting that constitutional conservatism was dead and ought to be replaced by the alternative right. Okay, that's where the break came on Twitter. So what he did here by mainstreaming the alt-right was create the feeling that they were a burgeoning movement. It wasn't just Milo. There were other people doing it too. Steve Bannon, who at the time was running Breitbart, which was making Milo its star figurehead, as inflammatory things deliberately and all of this, okay? But Milo was very, very instrumental in mainstreaming the alt-right and treating the alt-right as an intellectual movement that ought to be respected and given its fair hearing. This was his shtick, right? His shtick was he was going to pander to the alt-right. He later came out and said, I separate off from the alt-right. They're not me. I have problems with the alt-right. But that didn't stop him from going on national television and talking up the alt-right and saying he just wanted to give them a fair hearing. Here he is on CNBC last year doing exactly this.
No, I mean, I've never identified as the alt-right. The press seems determined to crown me the queen of it. All I've done is give them a fair hearing in the press. I think that white identity and white nationalism is a little misleading. I think it's more accurate to say that the alt-right cares about Western supremacy rather than white supremacy. It cares about Western values. It cares about liberal, capitalist, Western democracy, democratic values, freedom, equality, that kind of thing. And it sees, various threats to those on various fronts.
Okay, so you see what he's doing here. Okay, Milo knows better than this, okay, because he's been dealing in these circles for a long time. He apparently used to call himself Milo Wagner, okay? Milo knows what he is doing here. And paying attention by doing silly stunts. And they're fun. I watch them. They're fun. But when you do those things and you then spoon feed on top of it alt-right white nationalism and pander to some of the worst people on earth and encourage college students to do the same, it's really terrible. I don't have to reiterate my criticisms of Milo here. Suffice this to say, he's intellectually shallow. The offer's off the table. I don't waste my time holding dates open for my intellectual inferiors who are too cowardly to debate me. To initiate conversations, then blame me for backing out of the debate that they back out of because they have no stones.
I'll think quick. I don't want to dwell on it, but so many people ask. So for the record, with you sitting here right now, I will fully say what I've said many times on Twitter, which is that Milo had the original idea of doing it. He sent an email to our team, said, let's do this debate. Me and Ben, Dave will moderate. You immediately responded, yes, you gave dates. And then Milo basically dipped out. That says the truth as much as I know it. If you know more,
that's exactly right. That's exactly right. And so, and then went around the country proclaiming that I had chickened out and trying to derive this rivalry with me that I could not care less about. Milo, I wish nothing but success to Milo based on the good things he does. I hope nothing but failure for him for bad things that he does, just like anybody else.
That's quite a wish.
And I'm not going to play Lucy in the football with him. I mean, he ducked out, he chickened out, and I mean, look, the fact is that even the fact I was willing to do it in the first place after he was tweeting pictures of me, a black baby on the day that my son was born because I'm a cuck, it was a bit generous, but now that I'm not gonna play that game. That's not my game.
And the thing is, I genuinely like both of you, and I think we could have done something really good. Milo's coming back in February. I think that my guess is that the ground is a little too scorched.
Yeah, I'm not interested.
But yeah,
okay. Again, I'm not interested in doing the Charlie Brown Lucy routine so that he can go around the country proclaiming that he's brave after having chickened out.
Yeah,
so.
And for the record, when he comes in February, I'll say the exact same thing to him, and he can say what.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
It'll be very sophisticated and British.
I'm looking forward to having a chat with somebody interesting and fun who I admire. I think he's smart. I think he's has a great intellect. To work out time that works for our schedules. We're both very busy. I'm busier, obviously, because I'm much more successful. Sorry that he's going to be so totally and utterly humiliated by a faggot in debate, but, what can you do?
No, I'm going to, You want to what? No, I just haven't asked me about this Texas Tech. This is a very, look, this is a very...